Okay, so like today you're gonna get like full course of busy mom business owner. So I hope you're ready for it. Like I hope you're excited. Like yeah, you're gonna hear it, you're gonna see it run by. It's just life. And like as a mom, I really considered like recording this at a later time. But you know what? There's literally no other perfect time. He's good. He's just 8, and he's just gonna run back and forth the whole time. So hopefully that won't be too distracting. But like we are all busy moms here. That is who my heart is for, helping. So yeah, just enjoy the background noise today. We all have it. Today I wanted to talk to you guys about 5 hacks or 5 tips for having a busy mom lifestyle and still being able to keep your crap together. Like, you know, we have those days, but I want to kind of teach you how you can improve your life overall with just 5 simple hacks. So the first one, I have talked about it in previous videos, but it's super important, so I want to hit on it again. It is your daily self-development. So it can be anything from reading a book, listening to a podcast, reading a blog from someone that you find inspirational, watching a YouTube video of someone that you can relate to and someone that helps you grow as a person. So the key idea is to start your day with remembering your goals, remembering who you are, and bettering yourself a little more each day. So get your personal development in. Like, it's so important. And like, if you want more information on that, feel free. I think there's like 2 videos before this one. There is like a whole video on personal development and how I have used it to grow in myself. And I've also helped others grow, and like it just kind of helps you grow your business to get your mind right. Like you can't do a whole lot of things when you can't focus and concentrate and worry about who you are. So yes, get your daily self-development in. My second tip is get in your exercise. Like, it is some of my most valuable things that I think of when I'm exercising. Like, when I exercise, and if you say that you don't have time, like, I get it. I 100% get it. That face. But anyways, so you can combine these 2. You can combine step 1 and step 2, or tip 1 and tip 2. There are some times where I listen to a podcast when I'm walking or running on the treadmill. It's just 20 to 30 minutes. I'm getting my mind right and I'm getting my body right, because you can't. Okay, being a mom, let's talk about babies. Obviously, there's one running around behind me. The bigger they get, the heavier they get. The car seat at first, you're like, oh, this is kind of light. And then like 9-10 months in, you need that physical strength to be able to pick them up and make it into the store at Walmart, or make it to your vehicle outside where you parked. Like, so exercise is super important, but it doesn't have to be some crazy go to the gym. I mean, it can if you want it to be, but for me personally, what I do, 10-20 minutes on the treadmill, and then I try to do 100 push-ups a day. Not first thing in the morning. I do like maybe 20 in the morning, and then like 20 later in the day, 20 again, 20 again. I break them up because I can't do 100 push-ups. Right now I can do about 25 without giving out and feeling like a wimp. But exercise is super important because as a mom, we need our strength. There are multiple times where we need our strength, and like they get heavier. The heavier they get, the stronger we need to get. So get your mind ready, get your mind in shape, and get your body in shape. Those 2 things alone will make you feel a crap ton better. Okay, so the third thing I want to hit on is, yep, you knew I'm headed in that direction. Fueling your body with nutrition. So food, you kind of need to look at it not as what I don't know how to say this carefully. So it's not about how it tastes. And this is a big tip for people who are trying to get into shape as well. Start thinking of food as fuel. If you fill your tank with Twinkies and donuts, you're not going to have fuel to get very far. If you fuel your tank instead with fiber and protein, yeah, I mean, anyone would agree with you that you would get farther than you would on a donut or a Twinkie. So it's common sense, but it needs to be said. You have to watch what you eat. That is also going to affect your gut. Affects a lot. Your gut affects your mood. It affects your skin. It affects your hair. It affects your nails. Like your gut is like, it's almost like the center for most things. It helps your immune system, your energy levels. A lot of things are linked to your gut, and I challenge you to research that because it's super important when you're trying to get healthier, to understand gut health and what role that plays. So yeah, watch your carbs, watch your sugars. Try to avoid them. I'm not saying like you can't. I cannot help myself like with chocolate. I'm sorry, like I am me, and I love chocolate. So every once in a while, or like even at dinner time, I'll have a glass of chocolate milk or I'll have a piece of chocolate. But it's not an everyday thing, and it's not a like all day thing. So moderation. Just you can have the good things, but in moderation. And always when you're thinking about food, try to keep it in the back of your head, like, oh, what are you doing? Not that, but in the back of your head, try to keep in mind what you're getting out of what you put in. Is it going to make you feel good after you eat it, or is it going to make you feel really bad? And if you're sitting there and you're reading this or you're listening to this and you're thinking like, it doesn't matter what I eat, I always feel bad. Rome was not built in a day. You cannot eat good for one day and work out for one day and expect to have a ripped six-pack and huge muscles and pencil thin. Like, that is unrealistic. When you stop thinking about how you look and you start thinking more about how you feel, that is when everything's going to come together for you. Sorry, I have dogs too. Like, yeah, busy mom life on a farm. 101. Okay, so let's get into the next thing that I have. Number 4 is take time to play with your kids. It is so important to take time to play with your kids. Get on the floor. Let them bust out the toy box. Like, help them do it. Have fun with your kids. Because when you do that, you're teaching your kids that they are a priority. You're teaching them that, one, they're important to you. So with them knowing that they're important to you, they don't, I say this lightly, but they tend to get in trouble less. They tend to do better things when they're not starving for your attention. So, and it can be good for you too. Once again, these things are combinable. Go outside and take a walk. Take a nature hike through the woods. Like most places, if you don't have the opportunity to just get outside and walk in your woods, a lot of places have parks. Get your kids out. Go exploring. This sounds silly, but a lot of times when I take Kaylee to the park, I want to get my exercise in. So I tell her that we're hunting for trolls. And we will walk at the park and we will look under tree stumps. But you know, that kid will walk 2 miles before she even knew it. And if I were to tell her, like, hey, we're going to go walk 2 miles, she would absolutely say, no, I'm not going. I'd rather stay home. But you tell your kid that you're going on a troll hunt, oh yeah, they'll go. They'll definitely go. So yeah, exercise, that's another thing too. You have to teach your kids exercise. When your kids see you living your best life, it opens their mind up to say, hey, I can do this. Like, think back, I know me personally. I saw my dad work all the time. My dad worked at a college, and then he came home and he was on the farm all day, every day. All I saw my entire life was my dad working, and all I saw was my mom staying home and cleaning and doing all the chores. And yeah, she did play with us, and yeah, we did go on walks, and I got a lot of that from my mom, the imagination and stuff like that, and I treasure that. But thinking back on like my dad is my world. And now I spend a ton of time with him. We go horseback riding, all kind of stuff. But you can't get back your childhood. And I know, like, one of the greatest things that I ever wanted, and I hope he doesn't see this because this would probably break his heart, but, like, I just wanted more time with my dad. like those 5-minute like rides to the gas station where he would get me a candy bar and tell me not to tell my brothers, those 5 minutes are 5 minutes that I will remember for the rest of my life. And it's because my dad took the time out of his busy day to go do something just for me. So play with your kids, y'all. Let them know that they're important. It will help you grow and it will help them grow. It's a win-win. Yeah, and then number five. Number five is actually my word for 2023 is be intentional. Plan your days. Use your Google Calendar or a written calendar. I use a written calendar because, like, okay, I'm crazy. So I have a to-do list, and then I have, like, my schedule for the day. I have both of these close by every single time. And like literally this I got from the dollar store. It was like $4, but it's fantastic. And I'll show you. So if you can see this. So it has the date and it's like super generic, but it's so worth it. I don't do the mood thing. I mean, I'm always super happy. So, but I do start by writing my to-dos. I write down everything that I would like to do that day. And then I take those, and on my schedule, I prioritize them. So I also would highly urge you to get some colors and learn to like color code things. So an example of that, like when you're writing out your schedule, like I may put 2 or 3 things at 8 a.m. or 9 a.m., but I'll color code them. So green, not that important. I really like to do it if I could, but like it's not going to hurt anything if I don't. Yellow, it's important, but it can be moved to a different time in the day. And then red, you cannot move this, you cannot change this, like you need to get your crap together, this has to be done today at this time. So color code, make your schedule, prioritize what you need to get done in a day. And that wraps up my 5 tips. I hope that you were able to listen and not be distracted by the dogs barking and the baby playing. But like I said, I am a busy mom. You are a busy mom. You're watching this because you want to learn how to take all of this and find more meaning in life, find more structure, and just be more joyful in who you are. So if you like this video, if this is the first video you have seen of mine and you were interested in watching some more, I've got some great new stuff coming out this week and next week. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and turn the little bell down if you're watching on YouTube, and make sure you're notified when my next video drops. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. It is the @ and then Journey with the Justice. Or on Facebook, you can look up Megan Justice, the pink lady. That's me, the pink avatar thing. So yeah, Any questions that you have too, feel free to drop them in the comments. Any topics that you would like me to go more in depth on, feel free to drop that in the comments. I'm gonna go play with my kids because obviously he really needs some playtime right now. So you guys have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. It means the world to me.